Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I am here to share with you guys my 2019 planners. I have finalized my lineup, even though I'm basically going to be using the same planners that I've been using for the last couple of months. But I did go ahead and finalize the decision, and I went ahead and set them up, how I wanted to set them up. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is my work planner. This is an Erin Condren life planner in the hourly format, and I just have Shay M, and I've gone ahead and started pre-planning, but I can flip to well, let's flip to June or July. Let's flip to August because I just pre-planned all the way up until July basically. But this is August, and this is the colorful one. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to mark my deadlines for the month. I don't have a whole lot, but the ones that I do have are actually pretty important. So I'm going to be using this to mark deadlines, also work events and things of that sort. Again, this is hourly, and I actually do my job basically on like an hourly basis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fill in, let's say I have a 9 o'clock appointment of some sort. I'll just put that 9 o'clock, like where I'm supposed to be or the person's name or something like that. If it's 9:30, I will use the half-hour slot. That's pretty much why I'm using this. I did use an hourly planner in 2018, but this one has a half-hour slot, which I'm living for that. So that is pretty much how I'm going to use this. Obviously, I don't do work at my full-time job on Saturdays and Sundays, so this will be blank, unless there is some type of run or some kind of other work event that we're doing on the weekend. But for the most part, I will not be using the weekend slots here, and I will just be using Monday through Friday. And I will use this because there are to-dos that I have throughout the week that I like to kind of focus on, so I will put those over here. So yeah, that's pretty much the planner. I won't be using stickers and stuff. If you're wondering, I don't do that in my work planner, but of course this planner does come with 4 sheets of stickers here in the back, and then a perpetual calendar, which I might actually use. But yeah, I have gone ahead and started pre-planning in this and, filling some of these things out because it is the 20th of the month at the time that I'm filming this video, and I will be using this really soon. So this is my work planner for my full-time job. Okay, so this is my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. This is my budget planner. I've been using this planner since July, and I can share with you what's going on here. So let's just go ahead and flip to, let's flip to December, which is the month that we're technically in. And I'll share with you how I use my budget planner. But first of all, I do want to show this monthly bills dashboard. This is from the Erin Condren website, and it just pops in on the spiral and pops out, so it's easy to kind of remove it and put it back in. And I just use this to track our bills, mainly the ones that are kind of irregular, which it's the ones that are irregular are really these ones. I really like tracking these so I can know, when I need to pay what, so nothing just kind of creeps up on us. And then on the back there's a savings tracker, which I don't use. But pretty much here is the month of December. I use one of the sticker kits from my Etsy shop, and I use some of the budget stickers that I make because I make budget stickers. And so what I like to do on the monthly spread here is I like to mark our paydays, and I like to mark our bills due. Sometimes I will even go in and mark like goals on the side of here, or write in, I say mark, but write in goals, and I will write in any type of event that requires us to come out of pocket or that kind of thing. So that's how I like to use the monthly spread. And then typically I will track goals over here, but I do always track goals on my blog. So sometimes I never really write the goals down, but I do set financial goals, or we do set financial goals every single month. And I'm still sick, and I'll probably be this way for the next few days, so forgive my voice. And then over here, I actually put our budget every month, and I've been doing this since I started budget planning 1.5 years ago. I've actually only been planning to this extent for 1.5 years. So I did plan try to plan out my life before I started discovering all these fancy planners and whatnot. But like I said, I have only been planning to this extent for a year and a half, almost a year and a half. Well, yeah, a year and a half, just hit a year and a half. So over here, sometimes I track expenses, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use this page for like a paycheck to paycheck budget. Sometimes I use it to do a monthly income report or an online income report. I just kind of use these pages just however. I haven't really gotten into using them this month, really. So, but for the most part, this is how I use the budget planner. So I will be using this pretty much until it runs out. So it goes until June, and I'll use it until June, or that's my intentions anyway. And then in the back, I will keep like little notes that relate to finances and stuff. Sometimes I'll have a bill or two or a receipt or something in this back pocket here. And then that's pretty much how I use this planner. This is the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner, and this will be my budget planner for the year 2019. Next up, we have my life planner. So I have been using this. Well, I've been using a life planner since April of this year. I've been using this particular one since October. So this is similar to my work planner, except this is in the horizontal layout, and my work planner is in the hourly layout. So let me just show you guys just pretty much how I use this. So let's flip to December monthly. This month I did happen to use some stickers from my shop because I couldn't really find any cute stickers. But pretty much I just like to take all of the important events that we have for December, which these were pretty much the important events that we had for December, and I just lay them out here just because this makes it, I conceptualize this better. I do make lists, but I'm not really like a list maker, or I'm not really like into electronic stuff, like electronic planning and budgeting and stuff. So I just prefer this. So like I said, I just transferred all of that information here. Appointments, let's say last weekend, for example, we had a sleepover for the mentor group, and then the next day there was this volunteer shopping trip that I actually didn't make it to, but that was on the 15th. We had a staff lunch on, I think it ended up being on Tuesday. This weekend, I'm going to Richmond, Virginia. We have budget talk on Friday. I have something at work that I'm not going to make it to, which is this. And then the planner meetup is on the 22nd. Anyway, I just kind of used this to mark to notate the month's events. And then for the weekly, this is how I use it. So I do use stickers. Some weeks more than others. Sometimes stickers are doing a little bit more, have a lot more going on than other weeks, but for the most part I do like to use stickers just to kind of notate what's going on. I am a functional planner, although you probably can't tell judging by the spread, but I like to use, like, this was an Amazon shipment, that's a little Amazon box sticker, like those kinds of stickers really excite me. This little icon sticker for the Facebook event, I really like icon stickers. This one to pick up meals, even though I never really did that because I canceled the order. But I really like using icons, and also like these little check boxes and stuff. Those are pretty much my favorite. So this is pretty much how I use the weekly in my Erin Condren life planner. This planner is literally my lifeline. I plan out my whole life in here, and I try to keep it to just that. I normally don't bring in budget stuff. I try not to bring in a whole lot of like work related things, really just the staff meetings. Honestly, that's pretty much the only thing I really mark in here. And I really try not to bring in any other information, honestly, outside of what's going on in my life. So I don't really bring in stuff with my husband, like I'm not tracking his work schedule or things like that. I have enough things to track and keep up with. So that's just pretty much how I use my life planner. So moving into 2019, I plan to continue to use this. I've really been loving the horizontal layout, and I want to continue to use it for at least another like 2-3 months, just so I can give it a fair shot, because I've only been using it for like 2 months at this point. So this is my life planner, and this is coming with me into 2019. This girl here, this chunky girl, is my Another I just noticed I'm using all Erin Condren products. This is the Erin Condren Folio, aka Traveler's Notebook. And so I have been like carrying this around for the last couple of months since it came out. By the way, all of these planners were sent to me by the Erin Condren people, by the way. So one perk or one reason why I'm using all of these planners is because they were gifted to me for free. So that's like the main reason why I use them. Now, I do love them, but if we're being honest, they're expensive planners and I don't have to pay for them. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's part of the reason why I am using all Erin Condren products, although I do love them. Otherwise, I would just ditch them and buy my own planners. It's not really that serious, but the fact that they're free is wonderful. But anyway, they sent this to me a couple of months ago when it came out, and I was using it to the best of my ability. But the planner inserts that came out with this don't really start until January, and I'll show you one of the inserts, and I'll show you how or why I can't really say that I've really been like using it, because that would be a bold-faced lie. But I have been carrying it around, taking notes in it, and that kind of thing. So how I plan to use this is as a kind of like for pre-planning and for any type of note-taking, because as you can see in my life planner, or as you saw in my life planner, there's not a lot of room for me to take a bunch of notes like when I have business meetings and that kind of thing. There's not a lot of room for that type of note-taking. So that's how I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use it for social media planning and planning out like stuff with my Etsy shop and my blog and my YouTube and that kind of thing. So I actually planned out my whole Etsy shop inside of this, like the opening of my Etsy shop. I was like taking notes, all type of notes, taking measurements. I had like sticker quality samples. I was really getting in there, and I did use this to map out the opening of my Etsy shop. And I use this a lot for brainstorming and for like kind of like designing a roadmap for particular goals. So this is just lined paper. Like I said, I've just been using this for note taking. I plan to continue to do that in 2019. This second insert is a 2019 daily planner. So this is January through March. I do have the rest of the months over there, but I just have January through March in here. And so I have been using this for pre-planning, like I said. So I have January all mapped out, and everywhere that I'm supposed to be in January and everything that I'm supposed to be doing in January, it is all right here. And I like this because I'm not like caught up on using stickers and stuff. I literally just use my pen, and I didn't even have stickers in here for a long time. I went back when I was bored at work once and I went back and I added in some little stickers. But for the most part, like I said, this is supposed to be pretty functional, and I plan to just mainly use the pen. So anyway, this is, like I said, a daily planner. So what I plan to do is, well, my goal is to not only use this for pre-planning, but also use it for, like if I want to do something with my Etsy shop or like a YouTube video. Let's say I want to do a YouTube video on the 3rd and I want to release it on January the 3rd rather. I can map out like everything that I'm supposed to do in like the filming process and put little notes here, things that I want to mention in the video, and I can just kind of use this for, like I said, like really intense note taking. That's pretty much the purpose of this. And then I can put, you know, the process if I need to put edit video, upload video, schedule video, create thumbnail, whatever it is that I need to do, I can just go in and check it off. So I'm not going to be like using this as my main planner. That's not my goal, because I can't conceptualize this, how this is like in a daily format. This doesn't work for me. I do know that. I really like to see my week at a glance. So this definitely isn't going to work, but that's how I plan to use this particular planner. Planner insert. And then moving on to the next insert, which is the 2019 monthly planner. So what I plan to do here is use this particular monthly insert strictly for shop related things, like Etsy related things, blog related things, YouTube related things, any of my online work. So let's say like this right here, BWN stands for budget with me. So that's like a video that I do every month, and I just put that there so I can just, you know, look at it and it can trigger me so I can go ahead and schedule it. And let's say, you know, I want to schedule it for the 24th. I can go ahead and write it in just so I can map out how I want my social media, YouTube, vlog, shop month to go. That's just the purpose of this. I have always used a social media type of planner, and it never has been really like intense. It's really just been a monthly planner so I can map out all of my videos and blogs and stuff like that. So that's how I'm going to use this. And this is just a monthly planner. So it goes all the way to December, and then you have a bunch of notes. And like I said, this is going to be great because I can potentially, you know, take some notes and whatnot for my blog or my Etsy shop or whatever the case is. And then the last insert back here is just a dot grid, I think. No, it's just a regular, like regular paper. So I just finished Confessions of an Etsy Shop Owner. Maybe I finished it by the time that you guys have watched this. But anyway, I did a series on my channel called Confessions of an Etsy Shop Owner. And I mapped all that out here and what I wanted to talk about and all of that. And I've been referring to this each week. I wrote in all of my 2019 goals here. I wrote in some things that I needed for a gift basket for my friend here for Christmas, or I wanted to get for her and her family. I've just been using this for note taking. So this is pretty much just like one big large notebook essentially. And it's kind of organized in a way that makes sense for my brain though. So that is pretty much this planner. I'm going to go ahead and pop this back in here because it's going to drive me cray if I do not. And oops, let's put that way. Although I should have did it the other way. I made that. I should have made it so that the boat, anyway. Whatever, that's what we're working with. So this is my traveler's notebook style planner. This thing is really massive and really heavy too. And if you're wondering about the planners that I carry on a regular basis, I carry these two planners again because I like to have this for note taking, and that just because I've kind of planned out my life inside of there. So I like to carry these two around with me at all times. And the budget planner stays home, and then my work planner for my full-time job either stays at work or it stays in my work bag. And I really only have to check this throughout the day, throughout my work day. So after my work day is over, I don't really need to worry about this because I don't do any work at home. I don't have a job that requires me to work really past the like 5 or, you know, whatever. So those two planners are kind of off to the side. I keep them here normally, or I keep that one there. That one's just here because I've been pre-planning in it, but I've been keeping those there, and I've been taking these with me and referring to these. And I do have a lot going on, so it probably seems like I have a lot of planners, but it really does help me to keep my life together. If I didn't plan out all this stuff, I would fail miserably. I would probably get up one YouTube video a week. I'd probably do one blog post every 5 months. I probably wouldn't be able, or I wouldn't, you know, release the stickers in my Etsy shop in a timely fashion and on a schedule, because everything is scheduled. And that's how I like it. I like my budget with me videos to go up the same time of every month. I like to release my budget stickers the same time every month. I like everything to be kind of scheduled and repetitive and consistent. So these 4 planners, not really this one hasn't really been helping. These 3 have been helping me to keep my life together, and now hopefully this one will help me to further keep my life together. So this is my lineup for the year 2019. I know that was a whole lot, 20 minutes of me rambling on about planners, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.